Joining us right now is Democratic Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman from New Jersey. She sits on the Appropriations and Budget Committees. These are the committees that are central when it comes to funding, passing funding bills, and keeping the government up and running. First and foremost, let's get to, I just want to ask you about the basics, and then we can get to the politics. Congresswoman, what has the communication been from Democratic leadership overnight about where things stand? Is the government going to shut down?
Well, if the government shuts down, that's going to be on the Republicans because they control both houses and the presidency. What we're concerned about is that we cannot support a CR that doesn't address the healthcare costs, the healthcare accessibility, the Medicaid and Medicare costs that and diminution of those services, because hundreds of thousands, if not tens of millions of people will lose their access to health care, or it will be so expensive that they can't have it. And all of this is about taking from those in greatest need to give to the billionaires that the president and his administration is catering to. And that's just unacceptable.
When it comes to keeping the government open, coming out of the meeting, there was some reporting that the president might be open to negotiations when it comes to the Obamacare subsidies. But to do that, negotiations, we need to keep the government open, it's beyond, tonight. Would you be open to a very short-term CR, an extension of funding in order to have those negotiations?
I don't trust Republicans to hold on to their word, because their word has not been their bond. And so I would be there's no reason to hold this, to have a very short funding measure. We know what's on the table. We know what we Democrats are fighting for. We're fighting for healthcare. We're fighting for hospitals to be open. We're fighting for healthcare organizations to be able to provide services in their rural and urban and suburban communities.
But
it's clear.
Republicans continue to say that Democrats might be right, but Democrats might be fighting for that and want that in terms of, you do have some leverage. You need 7 Democrats to vote for anything in the Senate to get it through. But what Republicans say is, especially when it comes to the Obamacare subsidies, those don't run out until the end of the year. You don't need to negotiate those in the next 12 hours.
Well, Obamacare has been the target since Obamacare came into existence as it relates to Republicans. We can't trust Republicans to hold on to their word. We can't trust the Republican president to hold on to his word. We do not trust them. We need verification now. We need an agreement now. We need an ironclad agreement that what is agreed upon is followed through on. And that's where we stand. There's no reason to believe that Republicans will do something in the future that they're not willing to do now.